Hi there, welcome to MordantWorld TV, and the dog that is barking at me from just across the way, doggy barking. Hopefully this won't happen the whole time. So it is November, and this month on Success Freaks we're sharing an attitude of gratitude, being grateful for the things that go on in our lives. But even the barking dogs, so I'm going to move a little bit. It's a month with Thanksgiving, so of course thoughts turn to that. Even the hardships in our lives, which help us to grow, things like that. And I talked about that in our newsletter that we just put out. So, see, doggy barking. I was going to pause it, but apparently I'm having a hard time with that. So, now the wind's picking up over here. So all those things that we should be grateful for in our lives. Once more, the Success Freaks, our podcast, we are a finalist on the Podcast Awards for the 2013. Voting is actually happening right now. If you get a chance, go to the Podcast Awards and vote for us in the general category every day, once a day, and then verify your vote on, you'll get sent an email. So anyways, but that's one of the things I'm very grateful for. I'm actually very grateful for you putting us there and for listening to us for now. If you think about it, really around 3 years. We started off as The Other Side of Live in 2011 and then became Success Freaks just earlier this year. So thank you so much for everybody tuning in. It looks like, and I may be jumping the gun on this, but it looks like our show is going to be become part of the Armed Forces Radio Network. Not the Armed Forces Network, but the Armed Forces Radio Network. So we're very excited about that. And any of you who might listen there, you may begin to hear Success Freak shows there. So that's wonderful. So I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm grateful for this cold weather. It gives me a chance to wear warmer clothes that I drag all over the country and I'm not able to wear when it's warmer. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful for the things happening in my life, some of the hardships. And I already talked about that on the newsletter. If you want to see that video, subscribe to our newsletter and check that out. But really, those hardships help mold us, help create us into the people that we want to be. As I've said before, and I will say again, it's not trouble, it's training. They're not problems, they're practice. All of this stuff is helping us level up our lives. And the same thing is true with your Success Freaks, myself, with Charles, and all of the Success Freaks team. Even this wind that's blowing. Hopefully not messing up the audio on this. So I had a whole slew of stuff that I wanted to be thankful for and share with you, and the dog kind of threw me off. So thank you for those things that throw you off, because then you get to be in the moment. Then you get to be very, very present, and I think that's a lot of what's going on in our lives, that we should be very present. Because of the businesses I do, I worry a lot about, or work a lot on different things. So I've got to set this up, I've got to do this, and what I'm learning lately is to be more and more in the moment, to be more and more present. Don't work so long on your set list that you are missing part of your life. Definitely do your due diligence. Definitely do those things that are going to take you further in life. Period. Make sure that you do that. But don't miss out on your life. Make sure that you have some time. Christy and I have our date day that we have once a week. And I've learned a lot from that. I've learned a lot about relaxing and just, taking some me time. And that's important, especially important for a relationship. Whether you're dating or you're married or you're just, you have buddies at the gym, whatever that is. It's very important for you to have some you time. That's another thing that I've been doing lately. I'm very grateful for all that, for being more healthy in my life. I've recently cut out soda, although I'm loath to say that. I'd rather just say, I've stopped drinking it for now, but really, for about a week and a half, I haven't been drinking any soda at all, mostly water. I'm eating healthier, which is already affecting my body. I'm more serious about my gym time, which is already affecting my body. And oddly enough, what I have to owe to that is Instagram. You can find, if you're with Instagram, I'm at MordantWorld, so you can check me out there. But if you're not, there's a lot of fitness people there, and looking at those for me, seeing fitness people make me go, I want that. I want to be healthy like that. I want to feel good like that. So that's what I do. And it's really given me the impetus to go and eat healthier and be healthier. So I'm grateful for that. Yeah, I am grateful for just trying to continually have an attitude of gratitude, to continually be happy with some of the goofy things I do. I haven't been putting out video blogs, and you are all very, very patient with that. Thank you, especially you, the person that's listening to this right now, watching this right now. Thank you for your patience. And every time I put one out, you just soak them all up. Thank you so much, you say. And so that gives me instead of nagging me about it, it gives me an impetus to go, hey, I want to really do this. So here I am jumping into it again, and I'm grateful for that. I'm trying to spend more time working on the creative stuff and not just the administrative stuff. And because that's the legacy I'm going to leave behind, not all the administrative stuff. So that's something you should be, you should be looking at as well. If you have something you love doing, sometimes you get caught up in the administrative stuff of building the framework around it instead of creating the content or whatever that could be in your life. So make sure that you do that and be grateful for it and be grateful for that time. All right, I think I've droned on and on and on enough about this. Thank you for listening to this and for watching this. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Welcome to my Mordant World. Yeah, thanks for that too.